pause off. Okay, let's start this game. In the north, as the axis, we have Sully as the OKW and Nosliw also as the OKW. Commander's choices are Overwatch for both. We got Elite Armor and Ground Offensive, also known as the Cape Doctrine. Here we have Luftwaffe Ground Forces and Fortifications. And in the south we have Zodiak as the Soviets with Guard Rifle Combined Arms, Mechanized Support Tactics, the famous ISU, and Airborne Troop Tactics. And his buddy is none other than CrossFire, playing as the Brits, a Mobile Assault Regiment, a Royal Artillery Regiment, and Commando Regiment. And first order of business is of course getting those infantry sections out onto the map. Immediately building 3. See some heavy cover coming down. I'm not certain about the positioning of this, because this way it can easily get flanked on that side. I would always put this cover straight across. But it works against this heavy cover. So yeah, there's something to say about both things. See a little contingent of OKW troops from Nosliw making their way towards the cutoff, currently guarded by this lonesome engineer, which definitely isn't up for the task ahead. Will drop like flies. He waits till he captures the cutoff, just to see it immediately get cut off again. Sandbags being built here by Nosliw. 2 empty sections of Crossfire coming over to help. And we also hear the famous M3 scout car coming up. Nosliw is deciding to run towards the heavy cover of the ruins. He got quite a contingent of troops in his back. And he is forced into a hard retreat here. Might take some extra damage here on those turn pioneers. Gets 2 model drops. The other 2 models are very low. Definitely need some healing for that one. Meantime, on the other side, Sully has captured this part of the map. Has Fox Grenadiers almost everywhere. This is a little bit more the way I like it, you know. Just sandbag directly facing your opponent. Might work a bit better. Another Fox Grenadier coming very deep against a very huge force. Is being forced off the field once again. Bad play here by Nosliw. Just losing map presence, which is gonna bite Sully in the ass in a bit. Sully being forced off by the empty section and the M3 scout car, filled with conscripts, of course. Sandier going off the center, but not enough to force away these infantry sections. 2 to 1 on the field now, going after that M3 scout car. Another incendiary grenade being thrown without much effect. Losing a lot of models here. Couple of those empty sections on retreat, low health, but we'll be able to heal up in the base once they have acquired their combat healing packages. Meantime, Zodiak going for cutter, for taking the opponent's fuel with a nice little sandbag building. Infantry section eats a mine. Only 1 model left now. 2 to 1 is trying to go after it, but gets spotted. Infantry section immediately retreats. Meantime, in the center, conscript duking out first the Fox Grenadiers fighting the dust. Finally, Zodiak is taking control of the fuel on the south. The battlefield stabilizes a bit here. Let's look at the armies for a second. We see 5 infantry sections for Crossfire, 1 already upgraded with those medical supplies. We have 3 conscripts and an M3 scout car for Zodiak. Sully staying on 3 Volks Grenadiers so far. Has the 2 to 1 out as well. Nosliw also just 3 Volks Grenadiers. See a big red angry blob moving down through the middle of the map. Let's see where it's going. You're gonna meet a lonely conscript in the center, hiding behind this heavy cover. Good retreat time there by Zodiak. Gets out of dodge before anything bad happens. M3 trying to stall this blob. Low health squad being set up behind the cover to lose as little models as possible. Very smart play there by Nosliw. Meantime, small arms fire slowly penetrating the M3, chipping away at its health. Sneaky mine being built on the back line there. Nosliw needs to make a little bit more use here of cover. He's against yellow cover now. Or those cons are also in green cover here. He's going to lose this fight pretty devastatingly, especially with the M3 support. Good flank here by the Storm Pioneer, forcing off one of those conscripts at least. But in the meantime, all of those folks are also forced off. Let's go quick to the other side of the map. 2-1, a little bit in trouble. Has to take out 3 of those infantry sections. Has been upgraded already to a 2-3, so I need to call it a 2-3 from now on. Slowly doing some damage, it's already up to 5 kills, so that's not bad. Try to get supportive of that low health Storm Pioneer, but good reaction time by CrossFire immediately goes with the target fire. Now his builders pushing, trying to get those infantry sections out of green cover, denying that cover bonus. And that forces CrossFire completely off the field here. 3 infantry sections on hard retrieve, a little bit of a chase here by his Volksgunners DS. But they are not likely to get a lot of damage in here. In the meantime, AC is acquired on the field. It's creeping up. Probably wants to hunt that 2-1. 2-1, meantime, going back to safety a bit. Well, it's coming back. This might be danger. Let's watch this. AC makes its presence known though. Spotted by Sully. Sully immediately sets his 2-3 on hold fire and retreats off the field. Low health Storm Pioneer might lose a couple of models against this AC. Meantime, Fox Grenadiers fighting these infantry sections. Conscripts getting suppressed by the MG34 from Nosliw. Good setup right there. See another mine going down in the distance. You really want to catch those cars. Still one lonely infantry section remaining. Against a lot of low health Fox Grenadiers here. Everything is low health from Sully at this point. He's losing a lot of unnecessary manpower in my opinion. But eventually forces away that infantry section. Can he get a couple model drops on the chase? Can't get any model drops. Needs to run himself now because those are 3 full health empty sections. And those tear straight through those Fox Grenadiers. He overstayed his welcome a bit. Needs to run. He's gonna get out pretty decently. Only lost 1 model there. I can heal that up. There's a nade on the retreat path. But it only takes out 2 models. So it could have definitely been better if it was thrown perhaps second better. Puma coming up on the field. Let's just pan back into normal view. Immediately gets met by those PTRSs from the guards. Takes a bit of health damage. Puma of course great counter towards any light vehicle, T-70 and AC. Meantime, entire right side being cut off by this engineer from Zodiak. So although he is capturing everything everything that is over here, it doesn't really give him much, because he doesn't own the cutoff. MG34 and Storm Pioneer moving up to take back that point. Got the AC being repaired by the engineers. Here we grenade somewhere. Incendiary grenade by Nosliw to force away those conscripts out of the heavy cover. Just to make a move to the next heavy cover. What do you mean, Co-Master League? Where the fuck is my Streamlabs? What's the issue? Oh yeah, sorry, this is my caster scene without any alerts. Oh, Oh, sorry. Ah, it feels bad. I see it. Let me read it out. Let's pause this for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pause this. Let me read it out. 1 minute ago, ladies and gentlemen, AECO has donated €5 with the following message: I want your vanilla all over me. Thank you, AE, for the 5. We're gonna put that straight into the number 1 prize. Currently, our prize pool is number 1 spot gets. Didn't want to shut up. Currently, the number 1 prize is €91. Second place prize is €25. And not the least, they also get ammo points. So number 1 spot gets 2 ammo points, and number 1 spot gets 1 Master League point. So if you want to work on your ranking in the Master League, and then this is definitely a tournament to grab. I've heard this is some vanilla, some parts involved. We're not gonna comment on that. We're just gonna continue with the game. What do we have here? We've got a bunch of OKW troops shooting at a bunch of British troops. And here we have more OKW troops shooting at the same British troops, which make this particular guy being suppressed and forced off the field. With a minesweeper upgraded, I think they have spotted a lot of shoe mines already. And because of all the shoe mines, it's quite frankly to say that there are no SDGs yet on the field. Quite interesting. We got some coordinated fire coming down. Do we get anything on the retreat path? No, that gets away scot-free. Engineers being suppressed. Again, double MG setup working nicely here. Puma coming out to help as well. Oh wait, there's what? There's more points? Okay, that's what that's the setup. 1, 2 and 3 for points. Okay, if you say so, mate. Ah, then Alpen explained it to me wrong. I thought it was 3 points in total, 2 for 1, 1 for 2. This is better. 3, 1, 0.5. That's cool. Okay, I need to fix that then in my messages. You see, I always just get half the information. Back to the game at hand. Let's look at this side for a minute here. We got some conscripts in heavy cover. Alpon can't read, nothing new. 2 conscripts on the retreat of this Fox Grenadier, 3 men strong, and they are probably gonna walk away pretty healthy. Yeah. Bully. These MG34 just keep working in unison here. Like they're still like covering the same part of the map, but they are quite effective. But now being flanked by 2 of these empty sections, one needs to move backwards and set up. Puma getting shot at by the 6-pounder. 6, right? I always forget. I always say 7. No, it's 6. Second shot also hit, so the Puma's out of action for a while. I can't find the AEC anywhere, so that must have gone down. Has it gone down by the Puma? It hasn't. Has it gone down by the Raketen? Also not. Who has a vehicle kill? Ooh, this one has a vehicle kill. That might also be the M3. Or did you kill the M3? Maybe it was a Faust to kill. Map control pretty even at the moment. VP's in favor of the allies. Nice little Molotov there, forcing away 3 squads out of their cover. But here we see infantry sections upgraded with Brents. We're gonna have a little bit more power on the long distance. Especially. Again, mine on the same spot just keeps going off. Eating away at those models of CrossFire. CrossFire has a sniper in the build. 13-minute sniper, interesting stuff. Wants to really get extra bleed. No bolster yet, so it's 5 4-man sections with a sniper now. And still, no SDGs here for Sully. Sully is getting the Schwer, and he has a lot of manpower, so we might just see some obels coming up. And those MGs have been doing quite a bit of suppressive work. And this one already fed too, pretty nice. And I like the fact that Zodiak didn't think this heavy cover was good enough. He's like, no, you shitty teammate. I'm gonna build my own cover. A nice little secondary heavy cover here by CrossFire. It's a decent firing position. And those brands are raining down hell in through the center. Puma chipping away at the suppressed infantry section. Sniper making its presence known, already up to 2 kills. It finds a high value target here in the Fallschirmjäger. So we have a doctrine here from Nosliw as well. It's Luftwaffe ground forces. And those are not the models you want to lose. Those are 34 apiece to reinforce. We have our first tank on the field. It is of course the cheapest of all mediums. T-34 76. Unless you class a Valentine as a medium as well, then it's the second cheapest. But no Valentine has been built, quite surprisingly. We're going straight up to the Comet.
We're going to give the enemy a bloody nose.
Hammer tactics are on the way. We got a swear covering the cutoff slightly, but he can crawl out of the arc of fire, catch the decap. Oh my god. The more I speak, the less words I have available in my vocabulary. Fox Grenadier is being forced off the field right now. And if you look at the pop cap of all players, they're quite equal, all around that 55 mark. So for that it's quite equal. Let's see if there's a lot of units lost. On the side of the Soviets, the only unit lost so far is the M3 scout car. On the side of the Brits, we have any unit loss. Only unit loss so far is the AEC. And on the Axis side, we have no losses so far. Well, Sully, so doing a S-tier drop at squad preservation. And on the side of Nosliw, also nothing lost so far. So all 4 players are doing an excellent job at keeping all the infantry alive. Only 2 light vehicles went down, the M3 scout car and the AEC. So a really high level play so far. Meantime, Nosliw pushing back up onto the field a little bit, trying to regain ammunition. Puma White has a pathing issue. Puma versus T-34 here, backed up by a 6-pounder. Puma is backing off quite far. Good decision. Meantime, OKW getting bullied by the sniper, already up to 10 kills. That one available. That one, of course, gets the critical shot ability. It might be nice. Raketen takes a chunk of health from the T-34. And we don't want to be clicked on the Brits, because then the only thing we hear is the ability is ready. And that's not what we want to hear. Casting super hard for this, consistency skill. I mean, it's really hard to keep talking, keep saying shit, and not stumbling over your words. Might see the first drop here. Indeed, we see the first drop of infantry. Guards go down. Nice play there by Nosliw. Nosliw also has a P4 on the field, but a lot of health damage from the assist gun. We don't see any chase. It's gonna get away. It's go to safety. Just to get repaired again. Are we going to see the Raketen move up? Raketen is not moving up. Doesn't want to take a shot at this T-34. Map control a little bit in favor of the allies. They also have a little bit more VPs under their control. Creative name, nice. What? That must be a mistake. I heard Stuk tank ready for battle.
Here we go. Get ready to move.
But this is not a Stuk. This is a big bad boy. This is a Sturm Tiger. It shoots a rocket-propelled shell. It does a lot of damage. But it's also very slow. It has a very slow reload speed. So it's kind of hit or miss kind of thing. Let's see whether it's going to hit or miss its first shot. Does it already have a target in mind? There's not much targets over here. This might be a juicy blob to hit though. MG34 giving suppression. Sturm Tiger saying nay to all the heavy cover that was built. Are we gonna see a huge shot? CrossFire, does he see it? He sees it. He immediately retreats. Sully doesn't cancel the shot, he only gets one model and takes a huge amount of damage of those AT guns here. In the meantime, we got a nice critical shot done there on the sniper of the bridge. Sniper goes down. So that's a nice pickup. AT gun decrewed. Can we destroy the AT gun? Can we steal it? I'm gonna try and steal it. Can he get away here? He retreats it. Had a smoke available. Might have been smart to throw the smoke at here. Although probably not enough munitions at the time. Raketin creeping up for a kill. Gets spotted now. Needs to back off because there's a lot of sections coming. We got a comment in the build for CrossFire. Do we have enough AT available for Sully? Sully only AT, one vanilla Raketin and one Puma. That was gonna have a little bit of trouble against that Comet. Don't know if that is enough to keep it at bay. Still, VP control in favor of the allies. So even though they're taking some losses, keeping the VPs available. Second shot here by the Sturm Tiger. Another whiff, only manages to suppress the guard squad. And again, huge chunk of health damage dealt. So it's almost Fat 1, but it only has one kill. So it's not having the best of impact. See a bit of coordinated fire to force off the support weapons of Sully. And the good old fashioned Vox Grenadier versus Infantry section fight. And the Obos supporting, already up to 3 kills. 4 kills, very nice. T-34 shooting at the Obos though, you don't want those Obos to lose a lot of models. Quite costly to reinforce. Although Sully is banking quite a bit of manpower here. 600 in the bank, should not have any trouble reinforcing all the squads. He's even going up to a medic truck. Is he aiming here for a good old-fashioned Sturm Tiger King Tiger combo? Might be interesting. He has quite a bit of fuel control thanks to the 223 being set up here on the fuel. Makes this a double, so that's plus 14 instead of plus 7. You can see the difference, 7 difference here, 26 for Nosliw, 33 for Sully. Meantime in the center, Comet on the field, taking a lot of health damage. One shot on that P4, gets hit by both AT guns here, goes down. Raketin apparently has been acquired by Zodiak. So Nosliw down to 0 armor. Wonder what he's gonna get next. He was bringing out a truck for something. Maybe wanted to go for some Stukas, but looks to me that he now needs to replace his armor first. Doesn't have any AT available either. So the entire AT department comes down onto the hands of Sully, who doesn't have that much himself either. Only one Raketin and one Puma available to keep off one T-34 and a Comet. Not to mention that 14 CPs has been acquired, and Zodiak almost has enough resources to call in the big bad boy of 2v2, the ISU 152 heavy assault gun. That's definitely gonna bring some pain. We finally see a nice hit here. 5 kills in for the Sturm Tiger, finally getting a little bit of value. We also have some indirect acquired in the form of a leak. But Is it all gonna matter? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Because from off map, there's a big bad boy coming. There it is. The ISU 152. It's loading its HE cells. It's upgrading the Pintel Dushka, which will do a lot of damage against any planes. What is it looking at? It's looking at OKW infantry. It's forcing them off the field.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Triple cap on for the allies. Not enough munitions to click on that perimeter overwatch. I would say it won't last soon. But we went for early warning and we also went for the Sexton. Also a hit or miss kind of thing. Do you think you can also list off the VPs? Please, I can't read that well. You mean that I need to read it aloud for you? Wait, you can't see that? Really? Ah, Storm Tiger caught. Getting flanked by the Comet. Definitely going down here. One more shot needed. Bounces. And we're gonna get it here. Another bounce. Oh, we have the grenade launcher defending. Actually did a bit of damage against the Comet, but finally that shot hits. Is the Comet going out though? Puma needs one more good shot. Doesn't get through the armor. Smokes. Doesn't get through the armor. Heat shells popped on the Puma. And there goes the Puma as well. In the meantime, ISU racking up kills here. 7 already. One more shot against that MG. Do we see it? No, it's turning. It has something else in mind. The second MG. VAT 4, you don't want to lose this. You don't want to lose this. We see the Jagdpanzer coming in for some kills. And no, they throw in the towel. Well played there by Zodiak and CrossFire.